The migrant crisis in Europe. This video is not about who is wrong and who is right, because both sides are absolutely right. First of all, I'm using this picture. There are thousands of pictures of what is going on at the moment. But the reason I'm using this picture where people are actually helping is because a lot of people are saying we are not doing anything to help and we should be doing things to help. Many people are helping. Otherwise, a lot of people would have simply starved to death if people were not helping. It is just not shown in the media as often because it is not as scary. It is not as dramatic. The media likes drama because, I'm not saying this right, because we like drama as people, the media either looks for drama or makes things look a lot more dramatic than they actually are. And they like to scare us with the migrants are coming and soon there would be no room for us in Europe. Now, let's leave the media. Again, this video is not meant to say who is wrong and who is right. We need to look at the bigger picture. We have been reading in channel books for many years now, at least 20-30 years, that the whole world will become one. That when we do join the Galactic Federation again, we will be one nation, Earth. That's it. And that the transition, as always, will not be smooth. This is what is happening now. Very soon, we might have up to 100 million non-Europeans living in Europe. It might become even more. This is going to kill the nationalities because we need to stop identifying ourselves with a nationality before we join the Galactic Federation of Planets again. And because we are not doing this smoothly and voluntarily, Earth is doing it for us. It's not a right or a wrong. It just is. We also need to understand the people that do not like so many immigrants coming in. It takes many decades to become an organized, well-functioning society. So after we have done all this work, we feel like all this work is going to go down the drain. We feel like whatever we have accomplished, we will suddenly lose. And we will go back to poverty, back to not having enough resources and enough services. So these people feel like, so what was I struggling for? Why was I going without so that my country can become better off? Or so that my children can have a better life than I did? What is the point? This is what these people are afraid of losing, and this is why they are against so many migrants coming into their country. First of all, migrants is not the right word. At least 9 out of 10 of these people are refugees. They are seeking refuge. They are not immigrating here because we have iPhones. So let's see, what else can we say? I'm sure there's so much to say, but It's difficult to say it without taking sides. This is inevitable. It will continue, and on a much larger scale than it is going on at the moment, to where we really will not be able to handle it. The best way, but this is only my recommendation, everybody has their own recommendation, so there is no right way to do something. The best way would be to legalize them as soon as possible, so that these people can become a part of our society as soon as they can, as soon as possible, get into the job market. Otherwise, if we just keep them hanging around and telling them it is illegal for you to find a job, it is illegal for you to get services, this will be worse. Much, much worse when they come in the hundreds of millions. This is not to scare people. Change is coming, and it is not always smooth. We say this in every 2 or 3 videos. Change is not smooth, especially when we are afraid of change. Humans are very afraid, that we are terrified of change. So don't blame each other. Don't blame the people that are okay with this, and do not blame the people that are not okay with this. As we said, both sides are right. Keep thinking, what can we do to make this as easy as possible? And remember one thing. Let's not allow people to lose their dignity, because even at a soul level we get wounded, we get hurt when we have lost our dignity. The ego can cope with it better because it will go into denial. It will shut down and simply pretend it did not happen. But the soul does not have that mechanism to go into denial. It cannot shut down. And if we do allow people to lose their dignity, when this game is over, this is the one thing we will regret the most. So let's try not to do it. I will leave it at this.